Hello and welcome back to the Academic Society. It's Toyin here, and today I want to continue our series on the time management essentials, where we're going back to the basics of time management so that we can build and be so good at managing time in grad school or in your academic job. So last week we talked about goal setting and why that's so important for time management. Have you noticed that when you set a goal at the beginning of the semester, sometimes you start to forget about that goal as the semester goes on? Maybe things get overwhelming, maybe you have a setback and you kind of refocus your energy and you kind of never follow through on the goal that you set at the beginning of the semester. So in this video, we're going to talk about how to follow through on your goals and not neglect them halfway through the semester so that you can get through the semester and say, oh my goodness, I actually succeeded in following that goal that I set for myself at the very beginning of the semester. So if that is interesting for you, keep watching this video. I'm Toyin, the founder of the Academic Society. I got my PhD in math and I am a senior lecturer at a university. And I also create these videos about time management, productivity, as well as my academic lifestyle. So let's talk about how we can make these goals more long-lasting and actually follow through on these goals instead of giving up on them halfway through the semester or just forgetting about them altogether. All right, so one thing that I see a lot that kind of contributes to not being able to follow through on your goals or giving up on them halfway through the semester is actually forgetting about the goals. So not recommitting and not reminding yourself of your goals on a regular basis. So I actually recommend setting goals one semester at a time, like I mentioned in my last video. But once you set the goal, you don't just like move on with your life. I recommend recommitting to those goals every single week. So what I like to do is at the end of the week, take a few minutes for reflection and think back, all right, did I get any closer to my goals? Was my schedule that I created for myself actually conducive to achieving that goal? Is this goal actually something I want to achieve by the end of the semester? Those are good questions to ask yourself at the end of each week. And then at the beginning of the next week, actually recommit to your goals. Reset your goal at the beginning of the week so that you can build out your weekly schedule with the goal top of mind. All right, that way you don't forget about it and you're recommitting every single week. This is actually something that I do with the students in my program Focus. So Focus is an accountability and productivity program for graduate students. And every single week in the private group for that program, I ask them, what are your top 3 goals for this week? What do you want to make progress on? And so as part of their accountability, they will share what they'll be working on, the top 3 things for the week. So they are goal setting every single week. And then at the end of the week, I come back in and check, hey, did you make progress on these goals? And it helps to remind them to reflect, to see how their week goes so they can plan better for the next week or just keep it going in the same way that it's been going. And I found that's been super helpful for the students in that program. And so the second reason why you may be neglecting your goals halfway through the semester is because the goals are too vague. They're very broad and not specific enough. And so what I mean by that is it's a nice goal, like I want to have a 4.0 this semester, or I want to make progress on writing my dissertation this semester. I want to pass my comps or my qualifying exams this semester. Those are great goals. However, that tells me nothing about what you're going to do every single week to actually achieve that goal or make progress on that goal. So when the goal you set is too vague, you're not really telling yourself what you actually need to do to get it done. So weeks can go by without you actually making progress on your goal because it's too vague and not actionable. So here is what I recommend. I highly recommend making the goal time bound and not just by the end of the semester. You can say, okay, by the end of this month, I want to have this much done, or I want to complete this by this deadline. But I also recommend saying, all right, on Mondays and Wednesdays, I'm going to spend 2 hours working on this thing. And that gives you something to do every single week that's going to lead you to making progress on your goal. So time bound is really important. Also, being really realistic and not setting goals that are unachievable, which we kind of talked about that last time. And then also not making them actionable. That's really the big thing for me. Like, what are the actual things that you are doing on a week-to-week basis to actually achieve those goals? And so you've probably heard of this being called SMART goals. So goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, the R, time bound. I don't always remember. Realistic was the R. So yeah, we actually do this also in my program Focus, my accountability and productivity program. We have a planning session every single month where we reset goals every month and we turn our top 3 goals for the month into SMART goals. And this really helps the students figure out, okay, what do I need to schedule out week by week to actually get the goal done? And the students really enjoy this planning session. It's a time to talk with others about your goals, and it's time to recommit if maybe you fell off the month before. And so I've mentioned my Focus program quite a bit. And so I actually want to invite you to the Back to Grad School Challenge, because in the Back to Grad School Challenge, you'll kind of get a preview of some of the things that we do inside of Focus. Plus, you'll have the opportunity to win and join Focus for free and a few extra special opportunities. So if you have not joined the Back to Grad School Challenge, definitely do. If you're watching this in real time, the challenge starts tomorrow. It is a week long, and basically at the end of the week, you'll have goals set for the semester. You'll have actionable steps, like actionable things to do week by week, and you will have a productive weekly schedule that you'll be able to follow every single week for the rest of the semester. And then at the end of the challenge, I'm doing a whole training on procrastination and burnout and how to actually motivate yourself to get your work done throughout the whole semester. So if you're interested in that, definitely join the Back to Grad School Challenge. If you're watching this late, still sign up, because I will be, in the next day, I will send you the next prompt as well as the prompts that you may have missed before. So it's not too late to sign up. So to recap, if you are turning your goals into actionable steps that are time-bound and you are recommitting to them every single week and every single month, then that is one way that you can stop neglecting your goals halfway through the semester. And you can actually follow through on the goals that you've set for yourself. And it just feels really good to have a win and to accomplish something that you set your mind to doing. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. That really helps this channel. Also, if you plan on following any of the suggestions, or if you have any other suggestions or tips, definitely leave them in the comments below this video. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I create new videos every single Sunday. And that is all. I will see you next week, or I will see you in the Back to Grad School Challenge tomorrow. All right, have a wonderful day. Bye.